Welcome back to another journey with Speedbird's Adventures. Today, I invite you to join with my solo walk into the magical forest of Udawattakele within the bustling city of Kandy. As the morning mist slowly lifts above the calm waters of Kandy Lake, I begin my journey. Just above the lake stands scared temple of the tooth, one of the most religious places in Sri Lanka, a symbol of culture, history and devotion, recognized as part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I walk along the road, leaving behind the city's rhythm. After about 10 minutes, I reach the junction near the Kandy Municipal Council and turn to the right. The journey now begins to change. Passing by the historic Trinity College, the road gently climbs upward. Within each step, the air feels cooler, fresher, and the surroundings slowly transform. The urban landscapes fades away, replaced by a tropical rainforest ecosystem. Around 20 minutes from the lake, I finally reach the entrance to Udawatta Kelle Forest Reserve. Managed by the Forest Department of Sri Lanka, this sanctuary protects one of the most important green spaces in Kandy. After purchasing my ticket, I step inside and I am surrounded by nature. The pathways are well maintained, guiding visitors gently through the forest. There's even a clearly marked cycling path for those who wish to explore on wheels. But today, I walk alone, slowly, mindfully absorbing every sound, every moment. Just a few meters from the entrance, I discover a small peaceful lake. Visitors sit quietly here, watching the ripples, listening to the whispers of the forest. Beneath the water, introduced freshwater fish glide gracefully. It's the perfect place to pause, to breathe, and to connect with nature.
Hi friend, this is Udawatta Kelle Forest Reserve. This forest is about 15 minutes drive from Kandy town. Earlier, this forest considered as royal forest. For centuries ago, it's under fully controlled by the royal kingdom of Sri Lanka. But later on, due to the human activities, it was degraded. After the recognition of the value of this biodiversity rich ecosystem, in 1938, this forest declared as a forest reserve or forest sanctuary. Up to now, this forest reserve fully controlled by Forest Department of Sri Lanka. Udawatta Kelle Forest Reserve consists about 257 acres. Actually, this forest is considered one of the biodiversity rich urban forest. So now many introduced species and the native plant species also observed. Mostly Dipterocarpus and Mesua plant species also observed. When considering the stratification of forest, we can clearly observe the canopy layer and subcanopy layer and understory. There are many species in three different layers. Mostly mahogany is the introduced species, dominated in the canopy layer, and there are many understory plants we can observe. So in addition to that, it is considered one of best bird watching site in Kandy district when considering the birds diversity. Some of the endemic species like Sri Lanka hanging parrot, Leard's parakeet, then Sri Lanka grey hornbills and jungle fowl also observed here. In addition to the endemic species, there are many native and migrant species can be observed in this Udawatta Kelle Forest Reserve. Here is well demarcated and well maintained footpath. Visitors can walk along the footpath while enjoying the nature.
Centuries ago, this entire region surrounding Kandy was covered by lush rainforest. After the fall of the Kandyan kingdom during the Kandyan Convention of 1815, deforestation increased. The forest began to lose its pristine beauty. Recognizing its importance, the government declared this area a forest reserve in 1856, and later in 1938 it became a protected sanctuary. Today, Udawatta Kelle spans around 257 acres. As I walk, I begin to notice the incredible diversity around me. Towering trees stretch high into the sky, forming a dense canopy that filters the sunlight. Below them, a subcanopy of small trees and shrubs fill the space. When I walk deeper into the forest, only the sounds of birds and the rustling of leaves reminds Udawatta Kelle is home to incredible biodiversity. The forest is also alive with birds. Around 80 species have been recorded here, among them beautiful endemic birds like Leard's parakeet, yellow-fronted barbets, brown-capped babbler, Sri Lanka jungle fowl, and even rare sightings like the three-toed kingfisher. At the ground level, young seedlings, herbs, and creeping vines create a living carpet. This layered forest structure is what makes Udawattakele so special. Even in the heart of a city, this forest thrives as a natural sanctuary. The survey has recorded 58 species of trees, 61 shrubs and small trees, 31 indigenous herbs, and 57 types of lianas and vines. Many of these species are found nowhere else in the world.
Hi guys, here is the viewpoint of Udawattakele. Now I am just above the Kandy town. Down there I can clearly visible the Kandy lake. Actually, Udawatta Kelle Forest Reserve considered as the catchment area of Kandy lake. That is why it is very much important. And down there I can clearly visible the temple too, one of very important Buddhist temple in Sri Lanka. And far away I can see Bahirawatanda and some of higher mountain in Kandy district. Actually this is a very nice panoramic view. From here I can see many hotels and resorts just above the Kandy lake. It is a really beautiful place to rest and observe the nature, and also this viewpoint also very important for bird watching site.
As I continue my walk, I realize something important. The Udawattakele is not just a forest, it is a sanctuary for wildlife, for history, and for the human soul. A silent reminder of colonial history hidden within the forest. Scattered throughout the sanctuary, small Buddhist temples and hermitage, place where monks still meditate, surrounded by nature's silence. There are many hidden locations inside this forest. The mysterious Senkanda cave and the highest point Kodimale offering breathtaking views. It's purifying the air, cooling the environment, and protecting vital water resources. In fact, the waters of Kandy Lake depend largely on this forest catchment area. As I walk further, I notice massive lianas hanging from trees. Some of them are centuries old. One of the most remarkable is the giant pusaetha. Estimated to be over 200 to 300 years old, it stands as a living witness to time. In a fast-moving world, places like this reminds us to slow down, to listen, to breathe and to reconnect. But this beauty is fragile. It's depend on us. So, when you visit, respect the forest. Do not leave waste behind. Protect its wildlife and help preserve this natural treasure for generations to come. As my journey comes to an end, I walk back with a peaceful mind. The memory of a truly magical place. This is Udawatta Kelle, the hidden green heart of Kandy.